Alright, here's my Bill Gates project. Mr. Sartelli, I couldn't do it on my Chromebook, it wasn't working, so here it is. In his childhood, Bill grew up around two other siblings who were very competitive with him. His parents both went to the University of Washington. His father was a law student and his mother was majoring in socialism and later on became a teacher. She's an entrepreneur. Alright, so Bill went to college at Harvard in the fall of 1973 and enrolled in law like his father. A challenge Bill struggled as a kid was he was very bored of school, so he got himself out of trouble and started doing Boy Scouts. The journey to Microsoft. In 1975, Bill and his friend Paul Allen, which was soon to be co-partner, started Microsoft together. They grind for a hard 4 years, and they employed 25 people in 1979. It was smooth sailing from then, but as a 23-year-old, Bill was making $2.5 million. Although in those 4 years, here's some of the struggles they had to deal with. They fought with the MTIS president, Ed Roberts, on software development and the direction of business. A year later, Roberts left and went to college in Georgia. After leaving, they had to sue MTIS to regain software rights. Separation of the pack. What Bill did differently than others is how hardworking he was and how dedicated he was to his company to let him grow so big. Other major competitors at the time was Steve Jobs, who was the CEO of Apple, which is now one of the biggest companies in the world, but worked together with Macintosh. Both of them just strived harder than other business owners in what they did and took every opportunity to be great and legendary. A failure of Bill Gates was rescuing Apple out of the gutter and made Apple become a bigger company than Microsoft. Personal traits. Bill Gates' biggest trait is definitely how competitive he is and how he wants to be the #1 business corporation in the world, and as he has been for the past 40 years. Bill's biggest strength in my eyes is innovation and dedication. He thought of something nobody else would have thought of back in the 70s and how he could stay through all the struggles he went through, but he stayed with this project. Bill's weaknesses are hiring a team, as he said in 2018. He told the world that it's very hard for him to hire a team, and so the team is as important as the vision. After Microsoft. What Bill Gates does now is live in his $100 million mansion in Washington with his wife. How he contributed to society is, in 2017, he donated $50 million to Alzheimer's Research Center. He did that because of family problems with the people in his family with disease. And years before this virus, we're not in school anymore, Bill warned us that we were going to have another worldwide pandemic, as we know we are in right now. But Bill put down $125 million to fund research for the vaccine. One of the greatest entrepreneurs. A reason how Bill Gates is one of the best is the dedication and the risk he showed. His younger life at the start of Microsoft, he was in a very rough spot and could have turned back, but he went through with a hard 4 years and look how he turned out. Bill influenced the society like no other. Almost every other technology is either Microsoft itself or owned by Microsoft. An example is Xbox. It's owned by Microsoft and a good part of Microsoft's income. Bill is still showing how he's an entrepreneur by providing what he did to other generations and income, how you can do what you want if you put the time in. All right. There's my slide for Bill Gates with Sartelli. Thank you, and have a good one.